What's up, guys? Today I figured I'd show you guys how I farm Hongmoon Experience a little bit. I'm just gonna go through. There's a couple spots I'll show you. I just go through, how I do it. This is the first good spot here. I usually start up there at the top, and then I'll go through and pull each of these mobs. Sometimes there's people here. You'll see that. I just kind of round up the mobs in this little area here, knock them down real quick. Clear this out. You can kill those mobs. Just speeding up here a little so you guys can see it. Then I go up here and kill these mobs. You see there are people here killing them too. And then usually I'll just go back over to where I started and just rotate through them like that. I'll put my build down below, but it's pretty much just my PvE build that I normally run in dungeons and stuff like that. Nothing special. I like Dragon Helix well, like questing and leveling and stuff, so I use that. If that spot is full, like briefly, you can come down here and go in each of these little houses, I guess, and kill the mobs. Don't forget, if you are killing the mini bosses, you do get this stacking buff right here of crit chance. 5% for every stack. You get it up to 10. That's 50% more crit. You know, if you have decent gear, you get pretty close to 100%, or you can, if you have pretty good gear, you get it to 100%. So here's the other spot we're gonna go to. We're gonna start by taking this wind stride, and we're gonna head over here. So you'll take this to start, and we'll run through, and then I'll show you how to do this whole loop. While I'm doing this, a couple other ways to make Hongmoon. A lot of people are asking me how I'm farming up Hongmoon Experience quickly. It doesn't feel quick to me. I'd love to be Hongmoon 5 already. But basically, do your dailies every day. The best dailies I recommend doing are these, E-Fleet. Nightshade Harbor is really good to do as well. Here's one of the bosses right here, so make sure you're killing these. Get your stacking crit buff. Make sure you're doing E-Fleet and Nightshade. Those are the best. They give you good money too. Do your faction dailies as well. You know that the experience isn't like super great, but you are getting soul stones from it, which you can sell for money. So that's pretty nice. You'll see people will be back here too. You know, it's not a fast and precise process at all times. There will be people in the spot, so you're not always going to have the same sort of speed. Best to do it like in the morning when everyone's sleeping or they're not around. Granted, it is almost 4 in the morning where I am here, and there's still a lot of people. But yeah, you can see pretty much what this guy's doing. We'll help him kill this real quick. But this is the biggest one here. Is this backside can be really good if we'll drop combat here in a second. When the boss Slashimi is in here, he's down here right now. When he's not here, there's roughly 10 or so crabs that'll stay down here in the middle. So that's gonna be like they're super easy to kill. You just auto attack each of them. Round them up, soul shackle them, spirit surge. Pretty simple. You can kill each of those. So you can. When you kill that 10, you have two options. You can either then backtrack and go back the way you came and, start back and kill mobs again and kind of run back and forth through that, or you could come out this side and you can kill some of the mobs over here. Some of these can be a little more annoying because this one's a ranged mob, so I try to stay near the ranged mob and then move over to these ones, work my way through here, kill each of these. Like I said, you can come this way, you can go the other way. Basically, you're just kind of looking for whichever area isn't full, whichever one has the least amount of people. And like I said, you're not going to be able to just constantly do this by yourself and not have interference. You're going to want to find a time, when no one else is around. But you can take this wind stride. And look at that, we're right back at the beginning where we took the first wind stride. So then you can just take that one back and just do that loop over and over. Just like I said, just pick the one that has the least amount of people in it. Like I mentioned, I'll put my build down below. A couple other ways to get Hongmoon levels, or experience, I suppose. You can do PvP every day. Make sure you're doing your PvP dailies, your 1s and 3s. Don't forget to do 3s. D-ranking in PvP is another way to gain experience. A lot of people don't like doing that. But if you can, lose a bunch of games intentionally in a row and then win a bunch of games in a row, That's one way to gain experience at a pretty good pace. You can do it in threes. Threes give really good experience as well. So yeah, tons of things. Just make sure you're doing your dailies, and whenever you're, just sitting around doing nothing, you just come out to E-Fleet, do some of that. There's a couple spots in Nightshade that are okay. They're not the greatest, but I prefer E-Fleet. Usually you can find a good little chunk, about an hour or so before, it gets too busy. It seems to be the best, like right after Poe spawns, people will be gone at that point because they've got the big boss, and, you get a little bit of time to yourself then. Do your dungeons. That's it's a little bit of another experience. Just try to do different stuff all the time. That's what I do. Keep it fresh. But yeah, so like I mentioned, I'll put the build below. If you guys have any other questions about how I did this, please feel free to ask them in the comments as usual. Otherwise, if you guys don't have any questions, I'll see you guys later.